Baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shasheena. Rolle, as always, it's so great to have you with us. Well, it was deja vu for the community of Holmes Rock today as tragedy unfolded along the shoreline. What started out as an investigation into another apparent human smuggling operation in that coastal community took on another major twist. Sabrina Brown has the details.
Police say just before 7 o'clock this morning, they received a report that illegal immigrants were spotted on the beach here in Holmes Rock. A few minutes later, they received information that the body of a male was found nearby. Now, it is believed that residents were trying to get a glimpse of those illegal immigrants when they came across the man's lifeless body.
Officers responded and discovered in bushes nearby a 65-year-old male resident of Holmes Rock. At this time, we are in our initial stages of investigations. We are trying to ascertain the reason why this resident was in this area, how it came about his death.
As word of the discovery spread, a crowd of onlookers gathered. Family members identified the victim as 65-year-old Haywood Rolle of Holmes Rock. While his death has not been classified, Police Press Officer Inspector Teresita Pinder says there were visible signs of injury to the body.
There are more visible signs to the facial area of the body.
What type of injuries?
I cannot say at this time.
The victim's brother, Lloyd Smith, says the deceased was a fisherman and frequented the beach near the cemetery where his body was found.
Every morning when he would come on the beach and check the weather before he go in the boat. And if the weather is bad, he wouldn't go in the boat. And if the weather is good, he would take his boat and go to the west end and do what he has to do.
Smith says there is no known reason why anyone would want to hurt his brother. Family members watched in shock as the hearse carried Rolle's body away and a wrecker removed his truck from the scene. Meanwhile, a police speedboat could be seen traversing waters off Holmes Rock as detectives processed an area some 30 feet from the cemetery where a vessel was found, which authorities believe may have been used to transport the immigrants. Inspector Pinder says this matter is also under active investigation and police have already made a crack in the case.
Police discovered a vessel in the area. We were able to capture 3 Haitian males and 1 Bahamian male. Information received is that there are a lot of other Haitian nationals, illegal Haitian nationals, that are up and about in the community at this time. We are now appealing to the general public. Anybody with information or knows the whereabouts of those illegal immigrants to contact the police.
That coastal area near the Holmes Rock Cemetery is the same location where tragedy struck back in July, when the bodies of 8 illegal immigrants washed ashore. Now, police are appealing to anyone with information that can assist with this investigation to come forward. Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
Now, ironically, the investigation into the apparent landing of illegal migrants in the Holmes Rock community is taking place as a United Nations official arrived to discuss concerns regarding the very same issue of human smuggling. It is a global concern with thousands of men, women, and children trafficked across international borders each year. The UN official met with the various government agencies to discuss ways to stamp out this problem. Fastest growing criminal activity in the world, and the topic of human smuggling came to the forefront during a visit from Joy Azillo, Special Representative on Trafficking in Persons, to the United Nations. Minister for Grand Bahama Dr. Michael Darble told the dignitary that while the country faced challenges of human trafficking because of its geographical makeup, the Ministry of National Security and Foreign Affairs are working with international partners to stamp out this type of activity.
Until this illegal activity is fully obliterated, We must continue the discussions about the ways to prevent its occurrence and to protect the rights of trafficked persons in our country. Mrs. Zillow, I'm certain that based on your extensive experience in the areas of migration and human rights, peace studies, and conflict resolution, that your leadership discussions in Grand Bahama will be fruitful, and that all relevant agencies participating, particularly our law enforcement officers, will gain a wealth of knowledge that will assist them in prevention, detection, and the elimination of human trafficking on the island of Grand Bahama.
Humans are trafficked for various reasons like sexual exploitation, labor, organ removal, domestic work, and modern-day slavery. Part of Azilo's visit entailed gathering information of human trafficking on this island, as well as discussing the country's challenges and achievements.
Traffickers act with impunity and reap huge profit, and they are luring their victims using all kinds of means, and because of desperation, especially for survival and livelihood and the push and pull factors, you find that increasingly women, girls, men are vulnerable to trafficking, but disproportionately it affects women and girls.
She also spoke about the importance of creating awareness in communities, businesses, and in government.
I see this as an opportunity for dialogue, for frank discussion in terms of looking at the progress, looking at the opportunities for working together and taking collective action to stop the traffic, and then also all assessing areas where if there are gaps, what should be done in order to deal with these gaps, and then enhance capacity and efficiency for combating this phenomenon.
The special representative to the United Nations left Grand Bahama on Tuesday morning. In other news, F&M leader Dr. Hubert Minnis on Grand Bahama this past weekend to discuss various issues affecting this island's economy. During a meeting with members and supporters at the party's headquarters on West Atlantic Drive, Dr. Minnis blamed the Christie administration for Grand Bahama's struggling economy and said that not enough is being done to turn the situation around. Our Charisma Robinson has this report.
A number of projects are set to come on stream for Grand Bahama in 2014, including Sunwings Memories Grand Bahama Beach and Casino Resort. However, F&M leader Dr. Hubert Minnis says he questions whether some Grand Bahamians will get a fair opportunity for employment when the resort opens.
I've been informed that the new project, the Sunwing project, individuals who are applying for jobs must apply through the Prime Minister's office. I came to hear the cry of the people so that the entire Bahamas would know that this is totally unjust. You should not have to apply for jobs to the Prime Minister's office where gerrymandering can occur and victimization can occur. If this is happening, then I ask the government to cease and stop.
However, Minister for Grand Bahama Dr. Michael Darville dismissed those allegations as untrue.
The Ministry for Grand Bahama is not involved in the hiring process at the Reef. Let me make that clear. The management team of the Blue Diamond Resort and Sunwing is doing their own hiring, and it is the responsibility for the leader of the opposition to make sure he has his facts correct, to make a serious allegation like that with the government. Grand Bahama, we need jobs. And I've come to my realization that politically, politics is really not the solution right now for Grand Bahama. It is really for the Ministry for Grand Bahama to continue to work hard to bring direct foreign investment to the island and to create jobs.
The Minister for Grand Bahama also hit back at reports that the government is not doing enough to revive Grand Bahama's economy.
They have been crying here in Grand Bahama. They're still losing their homes. Mortgages, they cannot meet payments. And they're asking for help. No jobs. And what is even more significant, the government had promised solution for jobs. Nothing is coming, instead of unemployment rising.
We are quite confident that 2014 we're going to turn Grand Bahama around. I'm very optimistic. I have been working diligently for the last 18 months, both locally as well as internationally, to bring people in and to really get this economy going. Our relationship with our private partners are excellent. Our training programs are now coming on stream. And I'm excited about what's happening in Grand Bahama. And I'm sure the residents will eventually begin to understand what we've been doing for the last 18 months.
The minister says he was happy that the F&M leader was able to tour the new resort project and casino over the weekend. He says work is progressing well there, and it's expected to open on January 16th next year. Charisma Robinson, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Charisma. Stay with us. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition continues right after this.